What's up, St. Louis? Welcome to What's the 314, a show where Dre'Co and I, Dancing Dre'Co and I, give you the scoop, all of the latest happenings on what is going on in and around St. Louis, right?
You already know, and you already know what it is. I'm Dre'Co, and today we have some amazing guests in the studio informing us about all things surrounding our youth, and that's what I'm about, okay?
You heard him. He's Dre'Co. I'm Angela Hochman, your host. And before we get to these, Dre'Co, we gotta talk summer activities. Is it your favorite season? Be
It's
honest.
always, because my birthday is in May.
Okay,
you know
okay. Well,
it's
happy
always
belated.
good. You already know. So I love festivals, okay? I'm outside.
Okay.
I'm outside with the festivals and
What
music.
festivals?
Taco Fest. That's
Oh.
nice, yeah. Good tacos. Good tacos.
Where is
man.
that? It feels like it would be on Cherokee?
It's actually downtown.
Sweet.
It's downtown. It was one of the first ones they brought up. It's the first one. So I was, I love it.
Incredible.
Taco Fest is downtown. And I like,
Music?
Food Truck Fridays.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I swear
like
between
to
like, I know me too, the Tower Grove. I mean, every single park
Yeah.
has food trucks, and there's new food trucks coming out.
Yeah.
I too love food, and if you know my family, you know that sports are a huge part of our lives. So
Shout out to
between,
Ben.
okay, Benjamin Hochman, my favorite sports columnist. Between Cardinals and oh my gosh, soccer. We have soccer now.
Oh yeah, big vibes. And they have. I love STL City because not only do we have the amazing team,
Yeah.
but they are all for the community. You know, you got
They
St. Louis
are.
foods in the arena. You know what I mean? We got music outside, all that type of stuff.
I love it. There's not just like a regular stadium hot dog. It is Steve's hot dog.
That's
He's
facts.
the hot dog.
Shout out to Steve too, man.
Steve, that guy, he's the best. Steve Ewing, shout out to the Urge. And I also really like City because of the colors, and I
Oh,
think they would make
yeah.
a fabulous nail color, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just my opinion.
Oh yeah, so they actually paint the not paint, but they illuminate the actual stadium red. Like when the team comes out, oh, it's nice. If you
Okay,
haven't been, you got to go.
okay. Run, don't walk to the stadium. All right, what's next, Dre'Co?
We're gonna make sure we get into this segment of Did You Know? Okay, so there are many interesting facts about St. Louis. So we want to know, did you know that one of the youngest people, I'm saying the youngest people to ever serve as the alderman for the city of St. Louis and as the license collector is now the president and CEO of the Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis?
I'm just gonna guess that has gotta be the one and only man, the myth, the legend,
Who's
Mr.
that?
Michael McMillan.
Mr. Michael McMillan.
Boom, ding, ding, ding.
Come on now.
I'm sorry, that guy's amazing, okay? He has worked since he was 16 at the institution.
16?
And also, did you know, Dre'Co, he is the youngest to be inducted into the Civil Rights Walk of Fame.
I ain't know none of that, but I
Drop
know
that
now.
mic.
I know now. 16, he started early.
I know,
I see
and
you, Mr.
he's
McMillan.
committed. Keep doing what you're doing, Michael M. But, okay, we could talk all day. We need to take a very quick break. But when we get back, Dre'Co is gonna have a wonderful sit down with Susan Colangelo, the founding president and executive director of the St. Louis Story Stitchers Artists Collective. They are doing big things. Stay with us.
It's What's the 314?
As we all know, St. Louis has produced its share of music legends, like Miles Davis and Chuck Berry. But what you may not know is that we're still turning out some of music's best every night at legendary music halls all over town. So if live music's your thing, a trip to St. Louis can hit all the right notes.
Hey, man, we're down one tonight. You play?
I've been known to.
Hey there, it's Angela Hochman, your host on STL TV. You'll notice we're taking it to the streets today, right? We're out of the studio. We're actually here at Forest Park because it is so glorious out. And we want to talk to the amazing people in St. Louis and find out what sport they are most excited about. There are more sports than ever. So let's talk to the people. You're in St. Louis. We're a huge sports town. Do you have a favorite sport that you like to watch?
Hockey, football, and baseball.
Hockey, football, and baseball. Do you have a favorite Cardinals player?
Yanni and Molina.
Do you play sports as well?
Yeah, I play football and baseball.
Awesome, awesome. Any particular football player that you really admire?
Patrick Mahomes.
If you had to choose like your favorite team here in town, who would you say?
I'm gonna say my favorite team in town is Cardinals. I'm a baseball Cardinals fan, but I'm loving what St. Louis City's doing. They bring the whole city out. I'm loving it. The downtown motion, I'm just loving it. I love St. Louis soccer.
Judging by your attire, I assume you're a Cardinal fan?
Yes, big Cardinals fan. I got to watch on TV Albert Pujols' 700 home run.
No way.
Oh, loved it. I'm so glad that he got to get there, and big happy for him. It's amazing that he got to do it.
Any other current Cardinals that you're a big fan of?
100% a big fan of Wilson Contreras. Loved how he came over from the Cubs, and I respect that he did say goodbye to them and respect everything of them. But I think his home was in Cardinals Nation, and I hope he will stay for like the rest of his career, like Goldschmidt would.
I would like to talk sports and specifically your shirt.
Yeah, I play sled hockey.
So, Madison, what is sled hockey?
It's for disabled athletes. It's like regular hockey, but you're sitting and you're competing for that puck.
Gosh, have you competed before?
Yeah. This is my second season. Last season I did defense. This season I'm doing wing, so I play either. I feel like everybody should see it. It's life-changing. It's so much fun.
How has it changed your life?
I met my family.
Okay, that was so much fun talking to the people of St. Louis, learning about the sports that excite them the most. I'm not gonna lie, I think my answer is all of them. That's gonna do it. Thanks so much for tuning in to STL TV, where you get to experience St. Louis.
I see you, Ange, taking it to the streets and speaking with so many sports fans. There's a lot of baseball fans, and I have another amazing lady here who goes by the name of Susan. But before we get into that, if you didn't know, the St. Louis Story Stitches has been around since 2013, and they've been doing some amazing things around the city, right? The organization, with the help of partners, recently opened a new building to house all of the creative geniuses, and that actually, the ribbon cutting was May 20th. Amazing. So this organization features young people ages 16 to 24 who are passionate about the arts, just like me. That's right. Joining me now is the founding president and executive director of the St. Louis Story Stitches Artist Collective to tell us more about the new center and everything the group is working on. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Susan Colangelo. Hey, Susan.
Hey, Dre'Co. Thanks for having me.
Good. Did I pronounce your last name right?
You did.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure I pronounced it right. Now, you just recently told me, we talked about taking it to the streets beforehand. We had a lot of baseball fans there who were talking about that. Weren't you guys recently at Busch Stadium for something? What was that about?
We were honored by the Cardinals for pitching in for community.
Okay.
So some of the artists got to go down on the field and dance with Fred Bird, and they're sending us a plaque. So.
Oh, you getting a plaque too?
Yeah, they're getting a plaque. We got a whole, we got a award wall at the center. Yeah.
So add that to the award wall. I'd like to talk about that. So let's get into St. Louis Story Stitches, the Artist Collective. As an artist myself, I'm really intrigued to learn about, first of all, what it is and how it came about.
Well, St. Louis Story Stitchers is a nationally recognized artist collective known for high-quality art and innovative youth violence prevention programs. The artists there work in hip-hop, we make beats, we make our own music, we work in videography, spoken word poetry, and we work with 16 to 24-year-old youth who are absolutely amazing, so talented, and they can join for free. Any youth in the city that wants to come, you want to make some art with us, but you got to be serious, because the artists at Story Stitchers are really aimed at systems change. We want to alleviate violence, alleviate poverty, and we listen to the young people.
So Susan, what I heard first of all was free. Okay.
Free, yes.
That's a big thing too.
Yes.
The second thing was you said was seriousness. Like I know what we were talking about before. You said it's just not an after school or like a high school daycare for you guys to drop your sons and your students or your kids off. When you say seriousness, is there like opportunity besides the Story Stitches that they can see their art outside of the actual organization?
Absolutely. We are always pushing our art to a higher level by working in multi-year projects, and everything we do is aimed at public production.
Absolutely.
So we're always making art that we want to push out into the public. And it usually has to do with public safety or public health, and things that the young people are very concerned about. They've been concerned about gun violence. You asked why we founded Story Stitchers. I founded Story Stitchers because a young girl got shot near my house and died, and I was following the story. I heard her mother sobbing on the radio, and her name was Destiny, and it was 2012, and I woke up to gun violence. And I was, at the time, volunteering with KP Dennis at Matthews Dickey Boys and Girls Club.
I love Matthews Dickey.
He had a music program there. He's a hip hop artist. He and I are wonderful, longtime friends, and we started St. Louis Story Stitchers with some other artists to work on gun violence.
Absolutely. And when you talk about bringing out art, not only for your passion, but for a specific reason, you already gave the story behind that. So when you're talking about things that people will look forward to, what is something that you want to highlight with Story Stitches? Because we talked about the building, of course, the grand opening, which was May 20th. Of this year. Congratulations on that, of course.
Thank you.
What are some other things that you want to highlight that people can know that is safe to be around story stitchers?
So first off, if you are a mom, grandma, grandpa, you're a teenager, that's 16 to 24-year-old adult, you can go to storystitchers.org and click that Join the Youth Council button, and that'll put you in touch with us. And the first thing you're going to do is learn how to make a podcast. Our young people have done over 130 podcast episodes. They have won 3 National Endowment for the Arts Merit Awards. That's extremely high level. They're incredible and they're serious. And you're going to become part of that in 1 month, and you're going to get paid $100.
Okay, so we're just not going to breeze past that like that was just a PSA. Let's clap that.
That's the first
I need
thing.
to clap that up, okay? You said a nationally award-winning podcast.
It is.
And you can find this podcast wherever podcasts are, correct?
Yes, Stitchcast Studio. You can also find it at storystitchers.org. Yep. And the second thing is the play, The Why of My City. Our young people have been all over St. Louis talking to caregivers of historic Black sites. We have a play. It's a story of a young woman named Wanda who gets accepted to college. She gets a letter, and she's trying to decide, do I want to come back to St. Louis or not? And then Zoot Suit comes and tries to drag her into the dark side and into crime.
You bring her back
and
Zoot
then
Suits?
and only one Zoot Suit, that's the character. And then she meets Scott Joplin, and she meets C.J. Walker, Madam C.J. Walker, and she meets Cool Papa Bell, who was famous in the Negro Baseball League in St. Louis. And then she meets Tina Turner, God bless her soul.
Yes.
But she's in the play.
Wow.
And she was written in, before this week. We hired Mario Farwell. So we'll do a little memorial to Tina, too, for the play now.
Absolutely.
But that turns our starlet Wanda around, and she stays in St. Louis, and everything's happy at the end. So it teaches Black history in a fun and innovative way. We hope that everybody comes out, and you help to support the actors that are in the play. It's community actors. We did an open casting call. We have Greg Carr directing, who's a professor of theater at Harris-Stowe University.
Wow.
We're just super honored to work with the playwright and the director, and it's going to be June 15th and 16th.
Okay.
So a Juneteenth celebration,
Yes.
and you can find tickets on MetroTix.
Okay, all of that information, that is so amazing for everything that's going on. And like we talked about before, we could talk about Story Stitches a lot. I know you can,
Yeah.
all right? So we want to make sure that people make sure that they are tapped in with Story Stitches, okay? All you have to do, Susan, thanks so much again for joining me. If you'd like to support the St. Louis Story Stitches or need more information, visit storystitches.org right now, okay? You got your phone in your hand. I know you do. Or you're in front of a laptop, all right? That's all you need to do right now. We need to take a quick break, but stay with us. We'll be back.
If you have kids, you already know St. Louis has a ton of fun stuff for families to do, like the Magic House or the Science Center. And if you really want to be a stellar parent, come see all the new stuff there is to discover at St. Louis Union Station. With a new mirror maze, light shows, and the 20-story high St. Louis Wheel, it's enough to make any parent feel like a star. St. Louis
Hey, welcome back to What's the 314? Okay, that was so inspiring, Dre'Co. I am definitely downloading the Story Stitchers podcast. Now, earlier in this show, you might have remembered we mentioned Mr. Michael McMillan, this unstoppable guy, and his role before he was the president and CEO of the Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis. So we are keeping it in the same organization here. Joining me right now is Mr. Tom Bailey, the Vice President of Development and Special Events at the Urban League, to speak a bit more about an upcoming Back to School Expo, which is so much more than an expo. Mr. Bailey, or Tom, how's it going?
Fabulous. And I want to thank you and the STL TV management and everybody here for having us on from the Urban League on this show.
It is our honor, and we are delighted to have you. I cannot wait to jump in. So first, I would love for you to kind of break down what the Urban League does. What is the mission?
The mission of the Urban League is to improve lives, to bring people in who are poverty-stricken, that are dealing with real issues financially, and to work with them on a comprehensive case management basis and put them in a position where they are reaching a level of self-sufficiency. The average income of the clients that the Urban League work with, 49% of the people, and we serve 205,000 people, make $9,999 a year or less. So just think about that, Angela, trying to live. If you're a single mom with 2 kids,
sure.
trying to make it. You think that would work in Clayton?
Oh, I don't know.
And so what we do, we have been here for 105 years, and we have ascended to be the #1 urban league in the United States out of 92 affiliates with 350 employees, 23 different locations, and one of only 2 urban leagues to operate in a bi-state region. We do Missouri and Illinois, and the only other one doing New York is New York and New Jersey.
And that's the headquarters, is New York, is that right?
Yes, National Urban League out of New York, yes. But we've been very fortunate to be under the leadership of a gentleman named Michael P. McMillan, who is by far the top Urban League executive CEO that you'll ever see. In fact, I like to tell everybody, and now that I'm on TV, I want to say this. There's 3 Michaels that are notable in the United States. One is Michael Jordan for basketball. The other one is Michael Jackson for entertainment. And the third is Mike McMillan for running an urban league. And the only reason that everybody else don't know about it is they just haven't been putting it on TV yet. But that's the impact that he's making on the lives of the 205,000 people that we serve.
I wholeheartedly believe that. The man has dedicated his entire career to public service. Fascinating man.
Yes.
So how long have you been involved in the organization?
I have been there for 7 years, and it's just been a true pleasure. I tell everybody it's a special time to be at the Urban League.
Absolutely.
And one of the shining stars of the Urban League right now is the Urban Expo Back to School Community Empowerment Festival.
Yes, coming up in August. It's a 2-day event. There's a career fair, you said August 4th?
Yes.
Talk to me about what the heck is going to happen on August 5th.
On August the 5th, we hope to have another record number of 19,000 people show up to take advantage of this, our biggest resource sharing event. We anticipate giving away up to 10,000 backpacks full of school supplies. And all kids and all students from around this city, state, and region are welcome to come. It's free admission. All right, we've got free haircuts, free manicures. There's
free parking. There's free food. I mean,
everything
checking
is
all the
free.
Boxes.
Yes.
And what else? It is, like I was saying before, so much more than just collecting school supplies. And here you go. Good luck with school. But talk about a few other ways that this expo is really equipping families to live to their highest potential.
So, for example, we're doing the Urban League Housing Experience that's put on by the Urban League Housing Department.
Okay.
When you look at the statistics nationwide and compare St. Louis and the Black community in terms of home ownership compared to cities like Cincinnati, Louisville, Baltimore, Indianapolis, the number of Black ownership here is 30.2%. The national average for other cities with Black ownership is around 45%. So we are lagging by at least 13%.
Yeah.
So great organizations like Regions Bank, US Bank, Wells Fargo, they give us grant funding that we're able then to give to first-time home buyers. So that in the form of down payment assistance. So it's possible that they can come to the Urban League, to the Urban Expo, go to the Urban League Housing Experience, meet US Bank sitting in the kitchen, at the kitchen table in the Urban Expo, and get exposed to all of these benefits that they can take advantage of as a part of the Urban League.
Wow.
That's just one thing. We've got the Financial Family Feud that takes place where people can come in and compete against each other to win prizes. I think last year we may have given away $1,500 to people.
And you forgot a small giveaway. You told me you're giving away a car?
Yes.
Is Oprah going to be there?
How did I forget that? Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We this will be the third time we've had a drawing. So anybody that comes are going to automatically be registered, and before that event is over, we are going to give a car away.
Oh my gosh.
And so as Michael likes to say, the secret sauce that drives the success of the Urban League has been the fact that we have over 60 different programs in 4 different categories that make all the difference. Those categories are educational excellence, we give resources for that, economic opportunity, workforce development, and helping small businesses grow. Community stabilizing services is our third and most active area.
Sure.
When you look at the fact that we did over 44 food drive-through last year during COVID, that came from community stability. And then the fourth thing is civil rights and advocacy in the Department of Public Safety.
Oh my gosh.
Where we believe everybody should be treated. That's right.
Yeah.
And so when you look at that and you bring us to a table where we're doing a not Black Expo, but Urban Expo, we provide all kinds of opportunities for people to come in and get exposed to a resource that can truly make a difference in their life.
Tom, you are doing such amazing work, you and the whole team at the Urban League. Thank you so much for taking time to enlighten me today on what is going to happen at the Urban Expo. Again, it is so much more than just giving away a backpack. I just want to thank you again for your time. People can check out the website. It's at ULLSTL?
It's www.ulstl.com.
Perfect. And also for this expo, they are still seeking sponsors and vendors and volunteers. You know, the event is nothing without volunteers, so make sure that you check them out and get involved however you see fit. So that is going to do it. We are going to take one more super quick break, but don't go anywhere. Stay right here because we will be right back after this.
There's so many reasons to love St. Louis, you can't pick just one. From the arts, architecture, and culture. An all-new development, including the Cortex Community Center. And you're never too far from great music and entertainment.
So come and experience St. Louis.
Okay, that was too much fun. What an action-packed show.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for keeping it right here to What's the 314 on STL TV. We had so much fun today, Dre'Co.
Yeah, and we're all about the youth, man. Shout out to Miss Susan, of course, with Story Stitches. Who else do we have?
Tom Bailey.
Come on now.
The Urban League is just turning the city upside down in the best way possible. Golly. Okay, before we go, though, we do have to share some info about some really incredible programs going on over the summertime. So first of all, check out these Seeds of Substance-Free Meals. It's a program for children in summer camps, on sports teams, day camps, and so much more.
You said free meals. That's
For
all
the
I heard.
kids.
That's,
For the kids,
okay.
I think, Dre'Co. Come on, rein it in.
I still look young.
Yes, you do. Cheers. But if you want more information on that, here's the number to call. It's 855-767-5439, or shoot them an email. Are you getting ready to call them? Get out of here. Put your phone
I
away.
bet.
Or you can
Trying to save it.
shoot them an email. As your favorites. info@soskidz.org.
And we want to make sure that the kids, of course, are keeping up with their reading during the summertime. I like to read. You like to read?
1,000%, yes.
Yeah. What's your favorite book, real quick?
I think I like The Big 50 by Benjamin Hochman.
Word. Okay, shout out to Ben again. I like To Kill a Mockingbird.
Ooh, okay.
My man Atticus, okay?
Going classic.
So the St. Louis County Library has its summer reading club happening all summer until August 5th. For more information, you know what to do. Visit slcl.org, okay?
And lastly, make sure you check out the City of St. Louis's website for all good things going on here in the city, especially this awesome program called Schools Out Cafe. Do you know about them? Look them up. There is info about that and so many other great things on their website. You can find things like job opportunities, events at the different rec centers around town. Yeah, there's just pretty much something for everyone. So visit stlouis-mo.gov for more information.
Unfortunately, you know, we are out of time. You see what I'm saying? I think it's time to go eat. I
Turn
love
it back
to eat.
so we can keep going.
Turn it back.
They'll be fine, right?
Okay, are y'all good out there? So,
Oh, you're
unfortunately,
not? Okay.
right, we got enough time, all right? But make sure that you stay tuned in with us. And thank you so much for our guests for being with us today. And thank you at home. What's the 314 cannot be what it is without you, okay? So thank you for joining us as well.
You said it, my friend. Yes, the show may be over, but don't worry, you can find us and all the great stuff on STL TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Are you mocking me?
I'm not. I'm just trying to make sure they get it together, okay?
Thanks, Dre'Co. Or you can always visit the good old website, stltv.net. That's going to do it, friends. I'm Angela Hochman.
And I'm Dre'Co. And keep it right here to STL TV Experience St. Louis. You know it.
See you next time.